So here's a pair of Sauconys. This is a Progrid Triumph 4. I just saw these sort of on sale. I think they were like £40 or £45, and I thought they were worth trying. They kind of look very similar to a 1906R and 2002R. So for that reason, I thought it's a runner. I'm big into my runners anyway, but they're kind of nice as well. Though I do really like them, and the materials, even though they're kind of sort of more sort of on the synthetic side, these panels feel like they're kind of more leather as well. So this heel cage being clear, so it looks quite cool actually, and the contrast against the mesh. But overall, it's a nice looking sneaker in my opinion, and a big fan of kind of blue and white and black. Can't go wrong with that, especially during the summertime. And even the outsole, it looks really cool as well. They've got this kind of Progrid system, and it feels very sort of grippy as well. The way that Saucony construct their sneakers, they seem to be pretty good in terms of their build quality as well. So I think it's a nice pair. The only thing I've noticed is just this little defect here. It seems to be sort of paint sort of being dripping, but other than that, it's a cool sneaker for £45. So here are details for this Saucony Progrid Triumph 4, white, silver, blue. It comes in a white, silver and blue colourway. And they have something called Progrid Tech, so it feels similar to Adidas 4Motion, so it's very sort of similar to that kind of tech. And it's just mainly there for sort of shock absorption on the heel area. And it's predominantly made of mesh and synthetic upper. And the price is £140. Like the comfort and sizing, I think it has a medium to firm, so I thought these would be a lot softer, and they're not really. They're kind of more similar to an Adidas or Ketro. And because it's a runner, it has good sort of neutral support around the arch, and there's no wearing time for these. There's because of the mesh, and you can go true to size on these. And I think for this particular runner, it has really good traction, so they're quite sort of thick and bold, almost sort of mimicking a hiking trainer. So with the look and style, I think they have again a 2K runner vibe, similar to other trainers of that ilk, so like the 1906R, the Vomeros, and the 2002R. And you can kind of wear these sort of spring summertime. It's got a lot of breathability, so I wouldn't really think these are sort of winter autumn trainers. And with this one, you can kind of dress it up casually. I think maybe depending on how you dress as well, you could probably go to sort of the smart side as well. And these ones, they're kind of best with sort of white or grey, black, or you can use the blue laces. And in terms of the final thoughts, I think I like the fact that it has a clear heel counter. I've not kind of seen that on trainers usually, and it looks quite nice on the back with it kind of mimicking the mesh holes. And the grip, again, being a sort of 2K runner, normally the grips are good but not like really accentuated. With this one, it seems to be a lot more sort of accentuated, which means it'll probably last a bit longer as well. And the cons are, I think the comfortability, I was expecting it to be similar to a sort of 1906R or 2002R, because it gives that impression. However, it's not on the soft side, it's more sort of on the firm side, which is fine for a runner, and probably more similar to sort of an Air Max Plus or a Adidas or Ketro. And I didn't really like the materials too much. I think they're of the sort of cheaper end, and especially the mesh material. And for that reason, I think the cost is too high. So with the ratings, I give the look and style a 4 out of 5. I think it looks nice. The sneaker does has kind of the 2K runner vibes and sort of curvy, busy lines going all the way across the trainer. The comfort is very average in my opinion. I thought it was going to be a lot nicer, maybe sort of softer and plush, so to have sort of heel impact cushioning. But there isn't too much of that. And the quality, I give it a 3. I think it's okay. It's not amazing. It's just using kind of really sort of generic materials. And the pricing, I give it a 3 as well. I think in terms of the pricing, it's £140, which is a similar price to a 1906R or 2002R or a Nike Vomero. And if I'm honest, I'd rather have a pair of those versus this pair. And for that reason, I've given the score a 3 out of 5.